More people are dead, more than 120 injured, and hundreds have been evacuated in Hungary after toxic sludge leaked from a metal refinery. It happened 100 miles southwest of Budapest. This isn't a mudslide, it is sludge, a waste product from alumina production that can be toxic. Hungarian officials declared a state of emergency, calling this an ecological disaster. Dr. Reese Halter is a conservation biologist. He joins us from California. It's good to see you, Doctor. How serious is this?
Good morning, Chris. This is looks to be Hungary's worst ecological disaster. It's awful. This is radioactive material. There's heavy metals. It's toxic, all right.
Yeah, and I was shocked to hear in cases these waves of sludge went up 6 feet. And because they were hitting people's yards, their homes, there were reports of people going out into it. And we see some folks shoveling with no more than rubber gloves on. Not a good idea, I think.
Not a good idea, and also to give the viewers an idea, we're talking about 185 million gallons of toxicity. That's about what BP's Deepwater Horizon gushed into the Gulf.
And the other thing I heard, and maybe you can shed some light on this because I'd never heard this before, there's a lot of concern about chemical burns. They say that in some cases they could take as long as days to emerge.
Yes, they can, and you know, the other ecological disaster is we're talking about water, and this is close to the Danube, the second biggest river in Europe, and Romania draws their drinking water from there, and the Danube, as it enters into the Black Sea, the delta there is the jewel of Europe, and a migratory a flyway of epic proportion.
Yeah, it's exquisite there, and I guess the question a lot of people have, because there are aluminum plants here in the United States, could it happen here? I think there are plants in Texas, Louisiana. Could this happen?
There are, yes, there are, and you know, I think what we've got to look at very closely is the torrential rains of the last 3 weeks in Hungary are being implicated in breaking the levee, and with a warming world and more intense wild weather, the flooding and these intense rainfalls, the question is, are the levees and the safe zones in Louisiana and Texas well protected?
Dr. Reese Halter, it's always good to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks, Chris.
Bristol Palin survived another day on Dancing with the Stars. We've got her moves and a non-political assessment of her future prospects as a reality star. It's our guilty pleasure. More in 3 minutes.